Hi, welcome to Raag Alchemy. Today we are going to learn what is music. Before I give you a definition, let me ask you something. What is music to you? Music holds a special place in our heart. Music music can be anything for us. For some of us, it could be escape from this world. It could be passion. It could be source of inspiration, entertainment, anything. But the fact remains, music is a very subjective thing. Music has a different meaning for every other individual. But if we talk about the definition of music, what music is, we must know something before that. So in this channel, we are going to be talking about Hindustani classical music and its comparison with other styles of music. So let's do that. First, in Western classical music, music has always been about two major things: instrumentations and singing. If we look at the legends, such like Beethoven, Mozart, Chopin, Tchaikovsky, Bach, all of these legendary composers have composed concertos, quartets, symphony, and all these are instrument based music. There were, operas composed by Mozart and musical plays that include singing. But for the most of the part, Western classical music has always been about instrumentations and singing. Now, let's talk about our favorite Hindustani classical music. So, I will start with the shloka. Geetam vadyam tatha nrityam trayam sangeetam uchyate. What this slok means is that singing, dancing, and instrumentation, all these three makes music. But there is a hierarchy to that. In this hierarchy, the singer tops, he sits on the top. After that is instrumentalist, and third is dancer. But these days, due to globalization of music and evolution of music, these boundaries are vague. They don't exist like in past. It used to be very clear boundaries. But these days, all these three forms, dancing, singing, and instrumentalist, all these three could be seen in a stage performing in a harmony. But let's come back to the topic. So, why these three? Because these three combined creates music. All these three are codependent to each other. They can't exist without each other. They complete each other in a sense. Now, let's see an example. When we are talking about dancing, we are also talking about the general form. Let me give you an example. If I sing something, let's say Raag Bhairav. Let me take a reference scale. जागो मोहन प्यारे जागो सावरे सूरत मोर मन भावे सुंदर शाम हमारे, जागो मोहन प्यारे. So while I was singing, you might have noticed that I was doing hand gestures and facial expression. That is dance, right? The body movements and facial expression, that is a part of dance. So a singer, when using his hands for relating what is going on through his heart and the expressions, he is dancing in a sense. So now you see how the definition is so much relevant in Indian classical music. Geetam Vadyam Tatha Nrityam Trayam Sangeet Muchyate. Singing, instrument, and dancing. All these three combined create music. So, what is music? Music is an expression of our emotions through swar and lay. It can be any kind of music, it can be any style of music, any country, any language, but these things all are connected with one thing, that is emotions. So, music is an expression of our emotions through swar and lay. Thank you so much, guys. In the next class, we will be learning about swar, lay, saptak, tal. All these basic foundations of Indian classical music. So, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another video. Thank you.